There are certain franchises that really should have just ended after the first entry. The Crow, arguably Alien, and of course Blade Runner, all of which would have been far better off as standalone films. I kind of sort of think that is how Venom should have been handled. The first movie, while mildly entertaining, was not that great. The second one was just a reskin of the first one with worse writing, and The Last Dance looks like an attempt at sending off the character with a bang. I hope they manage to give him a send-off that doesn't suck, but one of the major problems with this is that Venom 2 regressed the plot from the first movie, which is impressive, considering that it was practically a rehash. But getting back on track here, the third film has three big things working against it. Firstly, it is that it is going to have to struggle with being the third film in a third-rate series of films that have never made that much money to begin with. And that wouldn't be a problem, worth mentioning, except that Hollywood has forgotten how to get away with less is more, and so I imagine the studio's outgo will exceed their income on this one, and considering that the budget is stated to be over $100 million, and they are most likely having spent half again as much on marketing, this film will need to make at least $300 million to break even, which brings me around nicely to point two. This movie is coming out in an era in which spandex fatigue is in full effect, and before someone points to Deadpool and Wolverine, that is an outlier. If you make a good movie with more cameos in it, then it's a mad, 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 mad world. Of course people are going to show up, but as a general rule, superheroes as a going thing are in decline. I've gone into why in previous videos, and thus I do not intend to do so here. But finally, I could not finish this video without mentioning Le Coeur Entier. Now, to be fair, the previous entries were not too affected by said stupidity, but for every Spider-Man or Venom, we also get a Madam Web, or Kraven the Hunter, and my belief in the abilities of the filmmakers to not screw this one up are about as limited as my vocabulary after 3 nights of no sleep. But on that shady note, tell me what you think down below. This has been Pete, the Radical Nerd, signing off.